Hello, and welcome back to our educational video series with the Wapello County Conservation Board. It is another beautiful fall day, and we are at one of my favorite places in the county. We are at Garrison Rock Wildlife Unit, which is beautiful all times of the year. Right now, it is fall, of course, so leaves are on the ground, but there is greenery still everywhere. And a lot of times this time of year, if things are green, we're going to tell you it's an invasive species that we don't want around here. But in these woodlands, we've got moss that's still green. We've got ferns that are still green. And in fact, I even saw some hepatica leaves, which is a spring flower whose leaves are going to be green this time of year almost through the winter, and then they'll start to brown up a little bit. Garrison Rock is one of those areas that is not only great for wildlife, but it also has some historical significance around here. It is called Garrison Rock because there is actually a rock outcropping that we call Garrison Rock. This is an area where the Army garrisons were stationed before settlement of this area, before European settlement of this area. And their job was to keep an eye on things, to make sure no one was trying to come in early to steal land. They had a nice view over the Des Moines River Valley so they could see the Native American settlements down there. So they were here just to keep an eye on things and make sure things stayed in order. If you believe all of the things about Jesse James, of course, I think every cave in Iowa has some story about how Jesse James and all of his pals stole some horses and hid them in a cave. We have Horse Thief Cave here. That's the story they tell. Not much of a cave right now. It did collapse many years ago, so it's just a pile of rubble at the bottom. But it does have that historical story with it. It has always been kind of the place to gather in Wapello County. A lot of people would come out here and picnic in the early days. It still happens today. But the limestone bluffs are the things that I really like about it. A lot of caves out here. Little ones, big ones, but limestone is pretty typical along the river valleys in Iowa. And then of course, you can hunt here, you can trap here. You just follow the state rules there. And of course, watch for the people who are out here seeing the wildlife. As I said earlier, this place is beautiful all times of year, so we talked about fall. In the winter, if you hike back to Horse Thief Cave, it's going to be a little bit icy at times, but if it's been cool enough and we've had enough moisture, there's an ice fall that will form back there, and it's really neat to see. In the springtime, it's a great place. This is the best place in the county, if you ask me, for spring wildflowers, fall and spring bird migrations, and then all summer long, you're going to have trees in bloom and other plants in bloom. So it is a great place to see and come out and visit. You're going to find one trail that it goes through here. That's the Chief Wapello Trail, the Boy Scout Trail. That's the one that's going to be marked. We have a lot of fire breaks, access roads that are mowed, so you'll find your way around. But if you want a place that's close to town, we're just off of Cliffland Road is the main parking area, and it's a little bit of a hike out here. It's not going to be an easy hike for the most part. You're going to have to climb some hills. And then, of course, another historical thing is a pioneer cemetery. So there are a lot of things to see out here, various things to see. So come out to Garrison Rock, take a look around no matter what time of year it is. And until then, just enjoy the nice weather.